every team you play on, I want you to have a good relationship with your coach. So how do you do that? How do you impress your coach? Well, I'm going to talk about that in this video, but I want to start by saying you have to be very careful how you come across. If you're really trying to impress your coach and you're sucking up to him, you're being really needy and annoying, that's not going to work for you, and that's what lots of players do. So how do you impress your coach? You get your coach to like you by doing the things that he wants to see in a player. First thing you need to do is be respectable. So are you showing up to training early? Are you showing up to games early? When the coach is talking, are you listening? Are you actually trying to give contact and nod and approve of what he's saying? Show him that you're actually listening. Okay, if you're not respecting your coach, you're talking when he's talking, you're messing around at practice, you're showing up late, you're already digging yourself a hole. It's going to be tough to get out of. The first real thing I want you to think about is getting better communication with your coach. So I'm not even talking about on the field during practices or games. I'm talking about just you and him, man to man, woman to woman, person to person, building a better relationship. Okay, so when you communicate with people, first thing is you want to come across with a positive attitude. Okay, if you're down and you're negative and you're holding your head down and you're giving off a really bad vibe, that will go to other people. They will pick that up and they'll start to feel negative as well. So what you need to do is be positive. Okay, hold yourself up, be confident, smile when you talk to people, and that happy energy, that positive energy will rub off on them. So always approach in a positive mindset. Another big thing I should say is I want you to make eye contact. Okay, a lot of players, especially young players, they're scared to make eye contact with people because it's uncomfortable. But this is a life skill that you need to learn. So when you talk to people, look them in the eyes. It shows respect and it shows that you're confident. Now don't stare them in the eyes 100% of the time. Okay, look away every once in a while. But when you're talking, when you're communicating, make nice, relaxed eye contact. Before every session, after every session, I want you to shake your coach's hand. Okay, and I don't want you to put a little wimpy shake. I want you to put a nice, real, firm shake, okay? Grip his hand, look him in the eyes, say thank you for the session. Or if you're just coming and say, hey, nice to see you, I hope you're having a good day. I'm really looking forward to the session. Okay, whenever you're talking with your coach, you want to keep things short and brief. You don't want to waste his time. But you do want to engage him. You want to let him know that you have some character inside of you. So other than that, I want you to ask your coach questions that will actually make you better on the field. Okay, because if you're better, his team does better, and that makes him or her a very happy coach. So if you have certain areas of your game that you really want to improve, going out of your way to ask your coach for specific advice is not only going to make you a better player, but it's going to help your relationship with your coach. A couple things your coach wants to see when you're playing. Number one is that work ethic. Okay, if you're lazy, you're not willing to push yourself to your limit whenever you do a drill, whenever you do some fitness, when you're playing in a game, when you're playing in practices, okay, your coach is going to notice that. Even more so, he's going to notice the players who are really working hard, who are really pushing themselves, and your coach is going to love to see that. Okay, the other thing is what we talked about before, playing quick. Playing smart and playing quick. So when you're on the ball, be efficient with it. Get it, move it in new space, get it back, and play with lots of energy. Okay? When you're on the field, demand the ball, communicate. That's so huge. Because the coach on the sideline doesn't have total control of the players on the field. In reality, you have more control of your teammates than your coach does when you're playing the game. But the only way you're going to control your teammates is with that communication. So go back to that communication video that you watched earlier and really use those ideas, really use those techniques every time you play. Are you actually coachable? A great point that I need to make is that when your coach gives advice, so let's say he's doing a team talk or he's in a practice and he's talking about a very specific situation, certain things that he wants you to do on the field, if you listen to his advice and you actually use it, he sees you make the change. Okay, so maybe he told you to play the ball quicker. The next time you got it, you got your head up and you played the ball quick. If he sees you make that change, he's going to be so happy and he's going to realize that you are a coachable player who he can actually make better. Okay, on top of that, I want you to realize the importance of being a team player. This is a team sport, and yes, we are all individuals. We all come from different walks of life. We're all different people. But when we're on the field, we need to be one. Okay, so if you're playing for yourself rather than the good of the team, your coach is going to notice that. So sometimes you'll have to make sacrifices. Sometimes you'll have to pass the ball when you want to dribble. Sometimes you'll have to play defense when you want to attack. But it's very important that you put the good of the team above your own individual success on the field. Finally, if you want your coach to like you, you want to impress your coach, you need to make an impact on the field. So you can't just be a passenger. You can't be a player who just plays the game and doesn't really make a difference. So remember all these things that we've talked about in this training program. If you apply them, I guarantee you will make an impact. But all of that starts with wanting to make an impact. Okay? How hard are you willing to work to get that goal? How hard are you willing to work to get back and make that tackle? How hard are you willing to work to make an impact on the game?